So what's up everyone? Today we are going to be running through Starfield. I know it's been a minute. My last video on Starfield was the Rev 8 where I discussed the Rev 8 a little too late. I say a little too late because for me the Rev 8 should have came out with the game. It should not have been something that we had to wait for. There was too much technology going around in the gaming industry at the time and in other videos that Bethesda has where this just should have been in there. So the Rev 8, although a great addition, in that video I stated that it's just too late, right? And that I was playing with the Rev 8, I was also introduced to the creation kit, and that seemed to be extremely useful as it just breaks the game. I myself have already beat the game on another account, but for this particular video and for this playthrough, I wanted to play a new account, create a new character, and I wanted to utilize the store, the creation kit store, and to utilize the Rev 8 in my journey. Creation kit store isn't useful. To me, all that cosmetic stuff is not what I was looking for in there. I was just looking, cosmetically for the Rev 8. You know, I wanted to do the UFO. I posted that on TikTok. I also still want to try out that battleship mod that I saw as well. That I had said it way before it was even a mod, way before there was even a creation kit on TikTok. I was like, I want to be able to act like I'm on Treasure Planet and go around. So that's going to be the next thing I do in my next video. I'm going to check out that mod. But that requires payment. And a lot of things that I used in the creation kit store, everything was free. It's also important to note that I did not play this game full throttle. I played it through the cloud. Because I already purchased it on another console, and it just, and then the console that I played it on couldn't run it. I don't know, but it ran it, and this was my final, purchase towards this. I purchased the Shattered Space, and thank God I purchased it for a discount. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, and I would have been very pissed off if I had to purchase the full game again, and if I had to purchase this DLC, because it just wasn't worth it. Not to that extreme. A worthy DLC to me is like the Shivering Isles in Oblivion. That is a worthy DLC. In fact, there's some Oblivion expansions and stuff that still to this day will rock your socks off versus what Starfield is doing currently. The main quest was really iffy and did not get interesting to the very end. For those of you that haven't played it, I'm not going to spoil it because I myself don't fully understand exactly what happened because it's just a lot of running around. And for the most part, the map markers don't exactly work. They're completely bugged. I don't know if this is just because I was running mods or what, but man, I would go in the city and the marker would be in the city. And then I'd be in the city, like, where is the marker? And the marker would appear outside the city. I'd go outside the city, I'd go to the marker, and then it would be the exact same situation where it would appear inside the city. And this would happen for every mission. Also, if you have problems where you can't see bright lights or dark lights or low, high contrast and flashing lights, I don't know if this is the game for you. I say that because I get motion sickness very easy, and I've been getting motion sickness like crazy when playing it, even when I originally played it. That's why I said I got off of it, and the Rev 8 was too late of a come up for me because it's just, when you really start playing it for hours and But this is also where the store came in handy because I got certain things for my over encumbrance, so I wouldn't have that red foggy screen that also makes my stomach churn. But yeah, the main quest lacked substance. It was very much just running around. I don't think that the voice actors could have done a better job. I don't even think that the writing could have been better for the different missions and scenarios and quests. I fell asleep in the settings. I fell asleep in the store. I fell asleep on the intro. I fell asleep after 2 missions. I'm not kidding you. I was dead with the controller in my hand, asleep on my couch. Right. So yes, it's going to be boring. It's going to be boring. I'm letting you know right now, you have to be a true Bethesda fan. You have to have rocked through all the games to get through even Shattered Space, even the DLC. It's boring. Even at the end, I almost just quit the game and said, well, fuck it, because I literally was stuck in the dialogue screen. For 2 minutes, I just sat there and I was like, well, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to sit here for a second. And then 2 minutes later, I come out of the dialogue screen and the mission finishes. Whoa. Like, I guess I would have missed out if not, you know? The cons are for a complex game, for a game that should really be like super immersive. I mean, I felt at certain points like a xenomorph could have been behind me, but then at other points I felt like I was in Gears of War. It's like this vibe that Todd originally created with Oblivion. He tries to create it with his other video games, and he's unsuccessful with Starfield. It's unsuccessful, Todd. Someone said this kind of feels like fantasy in their YouTube video, you know, because of course I wanted to review some other videos before I got into playing it. And it does feel like fantasy, but I would say it feels more like sci-fi, science fiction. It feels like they tried to copy that 80s, 90s, like I said, you know, xenomorph aliens movie. You tried to copy that, but you have no xenomorphs. I actually found the creatures to be a bit dull. For an expansion, again, I was expecting like a fucking xenomorph. Instead, I got little alien xenomorph spiders. Right. Then let's talk about the fact that it only took me 2 days to beat something that the day before, I literally was like, oh, because it was so confusing with the map situation. I was like, this might take me 2 weeks to beat, is what I told my husband. And then bam, I beat it the next day. That is how short-lived the quest line was. I mean, it could be a simple fact that some of us have already played through Unity 4 or 5 times or 10 times or more. It could be that. It could be the fact that the Creation Kit store completely breaks the game if you download the right mods. Could be that. I mean, it could be driving backwards with the Rev 8 like 9 different times when you're trying to drive straight forward and then you get caught. And then the terrain. Oh my God, let's get on the terrain. Guys, I know this is space. Todd, I know people said that this was plain and this was that, but this generating content is like giving AI way too much control over the creativity in your games. Seriously. The terrain was god awful. I mean, I was in a crevice 90% of the game. I was going through the map half of the game. What really burdens me as well as a Bethesda fan is I can feel the trying. I can feel when you're trying. Like, for example, at the beginning of this, because I, you know, restarted and played with a totally new character, was running through the beginning main quest again, okay? So I run through this main quest again, just the first quest, one little first step or something like that. I'm running through that, and I noticed that I think it's Bard or Baird, whatever his name is Barius from Oblivion. When I hear stuff like that, that's more enchanting to the experience. Like I said, I don't think it was a voice actor problem. That's why it's disheartening. Like, I can feel that you were trying. I can feel that you were pushing the envelope as best you could, but you just can't make this game better. And then it's the fact that you can't play online with other people. This is a crisis in gaming and RPGs in general. I understand that we're all solo dolo. At the end of the day, like ESO, if I could play ESO solo all the time, I would just be probably totally content. You know what I'm saying? But there's a certain point where you want to play with other people. And I think that Starfield should have been thought of this. Like, y'all should have been implemented this. This should have been end goal, end the game. No. Let's just pray that the next expansion, if there is one, because this probably didn't do that well. If there is another expansion, let's just pray that it's better than Shattered Space. We have reached the end of this video, and I am here to tell you that I'm not sponsored to say any of this. You are getting the full opinion. No, I did not give away all the secrets to the game or what it is. I really told you the truth. It's boring. I fell asleep several times. It only took 2 days to beat, and there's really not much more to say. Some new aliens and species, I think like 17 creatures that I either have or haven't seen before, and that's a problem. But yeah, if you like videos like this, you want to see more videos, more gameplay, different video games, I'm going to be also coming out with two videos for the Nintendo Switch, probably 3 videos, because I beat 3 games on there since starting this year. So I hope to catch up with you guys soon. I'm the Mouse of Ink. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about Shattered Space, but there's my opinion. I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. You heard it here first, folks. Not that great.